Okay, so today is the 17th of April. It's a week after the end of my 10-day juice fast, which ended on the 10th of April. And so I've got about a week of eating. Um, I think I was 126 at the end of the juice fast. After I started eating, I checked in. I had gone all the way up to 133 at some point. I knew that that was somewhat fallacious. I knew that was sort of an aberration. And I did drop back down to 131, which is much more reasonable. And this morning I got on the scale. I was 129.2, which is really right in the zone. It's like if I ended it at 126, and that's like exhaling, on the day after the last day of a fast, 3-pound weight gain is very reasonable. Once one starts to put food back in the system, there's going to be a little weight gain. So I'm right where I'm supposed to be. I had a little uptick in eating there for a while. I was eating quite a bit, although good food mostly. And then I did get into a cheese phase because I had this brick of cheese. And I was chipping away at that, put it on my flaxseed crackers. Mostly because I don't have any wheat products to go to. No crackers, no bread and butter. So that was really all I had in the house. Fortunately, I didn't have any peanuts. I sort of worked through that in the beginning, I think. And that's a very bad choice. But in the last couple days, what I wanted to report is I've kind of gotten into a healthy eating regimen. I wake up, I have oatmeal with raisins. I put a little brown sugar on it. Very satisfying. And then I get hungry pretty early. I've been getting up early. So by about 10, I start making my stir-fry vegetables. In fact, I just finished up a bunch of stir-fry vegetables. It was so good. Oh my goodness. I had zucchini, it was actually orange and green peppers, a little onion, carrots. I had some squash left over that I had frozen actually while I was on my fast, and I put some of that in there. Curry powder, hot peppers, and then I put a little coconut milk in it. I started with a vegetable broth to saute my vegetables. Not oil, which I think is good. I like to, cut out calories whenever I can. No needless calories. And water and vegetable broth do a very fine job of sauteing my onions, my vegetables, getting them nice and soft. So the addition of the coconut milk at the end just makes it creamy, especially with the curry powder. It's a really nice creamy curry sauce. Very good. And then for dinner, I've been going to sort of a salad. I still have a couple of romaine heads of lettuce from my juicing in the fridge. I don't want them to go to waste. I also had some cantaloupe left over. I have a cantaloupe that's it's been in there a while. It was shoved to the back of the fridge and I didn't know it was there. So I want to use that today, which was salt. Very often I'm craving salt. I just want something salty. Oh yeah, yesterday I had a craving for licorice, and I saw something on Facebook that said that licorice kills the coronavirus, and I thought, my thinking is totally in line with, medical science or whatever. Anyway, it was a good excuse to go over and get some licorice, which was really good. And then I got some sugar-free butterscotch hard candies, just because I could. So, I had some dense almond flour chocolate cake that I'd frozen in little slices in the freezer, and I've been defrosting them like 2 slices at a time. That's a very satisfying sweet. And I need to make another cake. Like, I don't think I'll do it today, but perhaps tomorrow I'll put it on my list to make a nice chocolate cake. And then, keep some out, but freeze most of it, and then just take it out piece by piece, cut it up. Because a little bit of that goes a long way. I also have my almond cookies, with chocolate covering, little sprinkled confectionery sugar with a little sliced almonds. So good. But you only need one of those, and they're not like Oreos where you sit down and you want to have 10. Not like that at all, fortunately for me. So anyway, so I did get my weight back into the zone. I'm on course, I'm on plan. I'm getting through this, self-isolation without binging, and I think this is a really great opportunity for people to binge, which is really not so good. So I'm real happy that the strategy that I had put into place, didn't take that into consideration, and by just sticking with it, and I have been able to do that, I was able to, march forward to where I want to be. And so the next one will be May, and then I have one scheduled for June. That'll get me into the low 20s. And I'm thinking maybe I'll do one in July to get myself to break the 120 mark, because that's what it'll take. I was going to exercise this morning. I don't think I will. I might, because I got some new earbuds, some new Bluetooth earbuds that are really chronic. They're so good. And I was thinking about listening to some really rock music, some good music, inspirational, on my headphones, get on my treadmill, jump around, oh boy, do a little yoga. I don't know. So anyway, so that's it. I just wanted to get in there because I did have a big weight loss, 133, and I was like, how did I do that? And it was from overeating. But then just cutting back, kind of calming down and eating very satisfying food and appreciating the ability to eat. That's the other thing. I do in the little bottom of my little mind, I'm like going, I'm really happy I can have a meal. So calm down. What you're eating is tasty, satisfying, and don't get crazy. Okay, so that's it.